Hello everyone, this is Siddharth, and in this video we will be solving another question from the list that I have shared in the starting of this playlist. So if you don't know, we are making a playlist on my YouTube channel where I will be solving all those questions which are related to each other so that we can able to build pattern instead of memorizing the questions. So that will help us to solve the question intuitively. So I will highly suggest that you can watch my previous video as well so that you can able to like start generating intuition from the next problem as well, because these problem are the standard problem that like that will be like there's 80 to 90% chance that this problem will be or the similar problem will be in the interview or in the contest. So let's start solving this question as well, that is partition labels. So this is 763 on LeetCode. So in this question, we have given a string and we have to make the partition in the given string so that the partition that we have just made, in each partition, there should be only one character. Like no character should be same in the different partition. Let me tell you, suppose we have make a partition which contain the character A. Now we cannot make another partition which is also containing the character A. So this is what we have to do. Now let's see how we will be solving this. So if you don't know, we are currently on sliding window approach. So obviously we will be using that approach here as well. But if you try to think, uh, then you will came up to the solution that obviously we have to use sliding window, but also we have to like somehow keep track of the character as well, like where they are occurring in the given string, because we can only make part, like if you will try to think, if we just use the if you we just able to solve this question using two pointer only, sliding window only, then you will face a problem, because currently suppose you are currently on character A. Now how you will like slide that window, how you can think, like how you will be like making sure that this A will not come in the next partition, and how you are storing that. We just have to like something we have to make so that we can like see whether this A that we have like we are processing, if it is already we have processed or not. So for this, if you will try to think, then what we can see or what we can understand, that we can make an array that can contain the last occurrence of all the characters. So this will like ensures that that if we have the last occurrence of the current character, then then we can make it sure that up to this length, the the last occurrence is up to here. So if we are including that character into our partition, then this will like after seeing that last occurrence, then we can safely deduce that it is safe to take this character. This is what we have to do. We can calculate the last occurrence of each character, and then we will update our end pointer as soon as we will encounter the next higher last occurrence character. So that will ensure that that end will be going to up to that point where where we can do the partition. So this is the approach we can use. Now let's start solving this question as well. So first what we can do, we can make an array. We can make an array that that is like storing the occurrence of each character in the given string, and that will going to be the last one. So for that, let's make an integer array that will going to be last occurrence. Okay, and it will going to be of 26 length. This I don't have to tell you. And now what we have to do, we have to fill this array. So for that, we can use in for loop, and I will be pointing to 0 and I should be less than the length of the string. So let's calculate that as well, and that will going to be as dot length. And now we just have to increment this I value, and now we have to fill each value. So for that, we can do like this: occurrence, and the index will going to be s dot char at index at index I, and we just have to minus the character A. So if you don't know, this is the way to calculate the value of each character. If you will subtract basically A, then you will get the actual value. If you will subtract A, then it will going to be 0. Then if you will like do for B, it will going to be 1. So in this way we can like store the value of each character. Now this, what we have to store, we have to store the current index I, because we want to store the last occurrence. So if you are not getting, let me tell you, suppose we have encountered this A, so we will be storing the 0 value here. Now again we will encounter A at the 2th index, so we will have to update it in the array. That's what we are doing, so that we can able to get the last index of A, that is 1 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 or 7 8. Yeah, okay, so the last occurrence of A is 8. So what we will store at the place of A, that will going to be 8. So now what we have to do, we have to start calculating and adding our partition length. So for that we have to make two pointer, that will going to be start and 0, and then end will be pointing to 0 as well. Now we just have to increment this window length as soon as we are like as soon as we are encountering the greater last occurrence element. So let me tell you. So first let's make an integer list of integer, that what we want to return integer, and it will going to be result is equals to new array list. Now what we have to do, we have to use another for loop. Int I will be starting from 0, I should be less than n, and I plus plus. Now what we have to do, we have to update our end pointer to the maximum value. So for that we can copy paste the same line to get the last occurrence of the current character, and then we have to take the end pointer as well, and this will ensure we are getting the maximum value of end. Now where we have to stop, if our I will become equals to end, that will going to be, suppose we have encountered the last occurrence as 8, and here in this window the last occurrence of the highest character will going to be A only. So this is the first partition where we have to stop, and here if we will try to see, the I will able to come to that point, that is 8, and same it will become equals to the end value as well, because in this given window the highest last occurrence element will going to be A only. So this is where we have to stop. If it is will become equals to end, then what we have to do, uh, we have to add this. So result dot add end minus start plus 1. So this is the standard formula for calculating the number of element between uh, something between like the numbers like 1 and 8 you want to calculate, that will going to be 8 minus 1 plus 1. So now after adding this, we have to point our start pointer to the new partition, because this partition we have already processed. Now we can move to CADE. So up to A here, yeah, DEF. Now we have to move to the next partition, that is DEFE. Okay, so start will be pointing to I plus 1, and now after pointing this to start, we just have to return this result that we have just made, result array list. So now like we can try to run this and see. I think everything is looking fine. Okay, so all the test cases have been processed and they are accepted as well. Now we can submit it as well. Okay, so we have successfully solved the solution. See you in the next video. Bye.